want to just talk about, well, we talked a little bit about how we were doing as a municipality to address climate change. Is there anything else you want to add? Like, I know we had a couple of tornadoes. We've talked about the landfill in the past. Anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, sure. We did have a couple of tornadoes this year, and I guess that, goes back to our climate change. I mean, that's not a normal thing for this community. I think the previous one was 10 or 12 years ago.
Okay.
Before then, so we had two, and luckily there wasn't a whole lot of damage. There wasn't, nobody was hurt.
Right.
But, it's a scary sight when somebody takes a picture of a tornado or a water spout going across a lake. And, we see it on the news, but we don't usually see it locally. So Kinmount took a bit of a hit this year with some of the trees and some property damage. Again, luckily nobody was hurt, but those aren't normal things. So it goes back to that changing climate. As a municipality, we're trying to work through different things to, we have to budget and adjust to that. However, that affects our services. We're getting underway in 2021 as an active transportation plan, which is going to be, we're working on a tree cutting bylaw to maintain our tree canopy through planning. We have lake management plans, 9 lake management plans that Kawartha Conservation did through contract with the city to, study our lakes and sort of put management plans and how to manage our environment around our lakes. So we're just implementing now those over the next 3 or 4 years. There's a plan to put those plans into action. We're working on a trails master plan, to how do we link people up to our different rail trails around town so that people can get out and get active. These are all ways to get people out of their cars, get them active, one from a health perspective and 2 from, an environmental perspective. I mean, we have an amazing community with open spaces and lakes, and we always talk about our trails and our lakes and our waterways and our roadways and everything else. So it's we need to have plans to preserve those, to enhance those, so that it's all part of helping with the environment. And we got to do our part to try to mitigate climate change. New buildings, new vehicles are automatically more efficient. They're more energy efficient. So that curve is sort of coming down just through progress. But at the same time, we're recycling. We've had a conversation about our landfill sites where we're recycling mattresses, construction waste. We're diverting, we have a goal to divert 70% of our waste by 2048. We're already at 39% of that diversion. So this is all part of the programs that we're doing to work through it, to try to keep as much out of our landfill sites as we can to help protect the environment, which in turn affects climate change, which, it does our little piece as a municipality. We need to lead by example. We need to try and do a good job for our residents. And, and most people get it. I mean, it's hard because some of the initiatives, we just built a building down at 68 Street that is almost a zero emissions building. It generates as much power as it uses. So, it costs a little bit more to do that, but, as we go through these different things and we purchase different things or we build new things, we're trying to, we're putting a green purchasing policy in place so that, when something comes up to do or to buy, is there a green option? And, how could we implement that into our work plans and go from there? So we're aware, we're aware that it's real and it's happening, and that we're doing our best as a municipality to try to contribute, our part to the worldwide issue of climate change. But as you can see, it has a real effect on our residents, because when we have to react to these things, there's a cost to that. And when there's a cost to that, it usually gets pushed on to tax bills on our residents, or it's less money that we can spend on other recreational things, that are fun things for our residents. You can't do everything. So the more we can do, the better. And we're working pretty hard on that. So.